Let's go.
Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite line of receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gives it on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice. Palmer, you're ready to rock.
I love this. We've had...
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? They'll run the option. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
So Texas offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big...
Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. In top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns will hustle with the line. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hamilton. Looking left. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field?
I pressed 30 and he kept going.
They thought they had the lead and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right on the money. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here comes the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides the back and leaves it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the break, so let's take a look at the stats. And the Ducks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Got his man. Got room at the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. On the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They think there's room to run to the right here. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Goes to the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the air, it's Hamilton. Using the quick game. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The option look. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Got his man down. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone.
Look at this is playing ass backwards, bro. What the fuck?
And that's a deflating end for this defense.
Straight ass backwards, man.
To at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield is Hamilton. He lost one down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. There he goes. He was
What
off
the
to the
fuck is
races,
that?
and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Man.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's a draw.
I fucked that up.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Right there.
And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score.
Bro, I'm like, what the fuck?
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end
The
zone.
flow is fuck,
And the
bro.
returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now on the option. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking to throw, it's Hamilton. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the first through the air. Close to the marker, it's DeLuca. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath.
Makes the grab past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Hamilton. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. grab near the marker. It's Wells. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Big fullback's got it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy
playing out of pocket, bro. Like, wake
They
the fuck
stop him
up,
at the
bro.
42, and they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to get
Niggas is playing backwards, bro.
And they
Like, what the
reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Royer. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get
touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point splits the upright.
He's working the shit out of my defense right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Back to throw, it's Hamilton. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They get to the line quickly. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket.
And he's still going. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Give to the fullback. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck the coach
Big
talking about
point
both
after
ways.
here,
But,
looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little
welcome
free
to the
football,
party.
Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll run the option. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense has it. If he takes it all the way, they win the game.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett.
Whoa, bro. God damn.
Completion. Third down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. On third and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And here we go, a field goal try to win it. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always...